Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Life Unscripted Podcast. I'm your host, Aurelia. Normally, this is where I'd introduce an incredible guest and we dive into another inspiring career journey. But this week is a little different. I'm taking a much needed vacation to rest, recharge, and celebrate another trip around the sun. In fact, July 23rd is my birthday. So I decided to spend this week slowing down, reflecting, and enjoying a little well deserved time away. Instead of leaving you without an episode, I thought this would be the perfect opportunity to introduce something I've been wanting to share with you. Welcome to Storytime with Aurelia, where fiction meets purpose. Every workplace has a story, and every story leaves a lesson. From time to time, we'll take a break from interviews and step into a fictional story inspired by emotions, challenges, and unforgettable moments that happen in workplaces every single day. These stories are written to entertain, spark conversation, and maybe even leave you with something to think about long after the episode is over. So, find a comfortable place, grab your favorite drink, settle in, and let your imagination take over. Today's story is called The Badge That Wouldn't Scan. Let's begin. Most people think hospitals become quiet after midnight. They don't. They simply speak a different language. During the day, you hear conversations, doctors giving reports, families laughing, phones ringing, employees rushing from one department to another. But at night, you hear the rhythmic beeping of heart monitors, the distant squeak of stretchers rolling down polished hallways, automatic doors opening for no one you can see, elevators arriving to empty floors, air vents humming through long corridors. It's a different world, one that only night shift truly understands. Marcus had worked hospital security for almost 10 years. Nothing surprised him anymore, or so he thought. Monday morning, administration announced a brand new security upgrade. Every restricted door would now require employees to scan their badge. Every single time. No exceptions. If the badge didn't scan, the door stayed locked. Employees immediately began complaining. This is going to slow everything down. The old system worked just fine. Technology always breaks. Marcus laughed. It's just a badge. Three simple words. Words he would regret saying. Around 2:47 that morning, the emergency department had finally settled down. Marcus began his normal patrol. Emergency department. Beep. Access granted. ICU. Beep. Access granted. Labor and delivery. Beep. Access granted. Then he arrived at an older surgical wing that had been mostly unused for years. The hallway felt unusually cold, not freezing, just different. The fluorescent lights flickered once. Then again, Marcus shrugged it off. He raised his badge. Beep. Access denied. He frowned. Tried again. Access denied. He checked the name. He checked his photo, his employee ID. Everything was correct. He tried a third time. Nothing. Then he heard footsteps, slow, steady, click, click, click. They sounded close enough that someone should have appeared around the corner. No one did. The footsteps stopped. Silence. Then, a whisper. So soft he almost convinced himself he'd imagined it. Not every door is meant to open. Marcus spun around. Nothing. No one. Only empty hallways. His radio suddenly crackled. Marcus, where are you? He grabbed the radio. Surgical. The dispatcher paused. You've been standing there for almost 15 minutes. Marcus looked at his watch. His stomach tightened. To him, it had only been 30 seconds. As Marcus hurried away, he nearly bumped into an elderly janitor pushing a mop bucket. Without looking up, the janitor quietly asked, "Badge stop working?" Marcus blinked. "Yeah, how did you know?" The janitor smiled. "Happens every year." Marcus laughed nervously. "Bad wiring?" The janitor stopped walking, slowly turned around toward him. "No. It's usually someone carrying something they should have let go a long time ago." Then he continued down the hallway, leaving Marcus standing there, alone. The janitor's words echoed all night. Something you should have let go. Something you should have let go. Marcus hadn't thought about it in years. Not really. Years early, a security incident happened during one of his shifts. Marcus made the mistake. Another officer accepted the blame. Marcus stayed quiet. His coworker lost his job. Marcus kept his. He justified it. I had bills. I had kids. It was too late anyway. But the guilt never clocks out. It waits, quietly, patiently. The following night, Marcus found himself standing in front of the same door. Same hallway. Same silence. This time, before lifting his badge, he closed his eyes. Not because he expected a miracle, but because for the first time in years, he prayed honestly. "God, I've been carrying something that doesn't belong to me anymore. I've carried guilt longer than I've carried peace. If making things right starts with telling the truth, give me the courage to do it. And if forgiveness is possible, help me forgive myself after I've done what's right." He opened his eyes, raised his badge. Beep. Access granted. The lock clicked. The heavy door slowly opened. Behind it, nothing unusual, just another hospital hallway. No ghost, no shadow, no monster. Because the real thing blocking the door had never been the security system. It had been the weight Marcus had been carrying inside himself. Sometimes we pray for God to open new doors, but we never stop to ask, What baggage are we trying to carry through them? Maybe it's guilt, maybe it's anger, maybe it's pride, maybe it's fear. Sometimes the greatest miracle isn't that a locked door finally opens. Sometimes the miracle is finding the courage to face the truth we've been avoiding. Because healing doesn't always begin with changing our circumstances. Sometimes healing begins when we change our hearts. I want to thank you all for joining me for another episode of Storytime with Aurelia. If this story made you think, ask yourself this question. What have I been carrying that no longer belongs in my hands? Maybe it's guilt. Maybe it's anger. Maybe it's regret. Whatever it is, don't wait until life forces you to confront it. Sometimes the hardest door to unlock isn't at work. It's the one inside ourselves. Thank you for spending a little part of your day and my birthday week with me. I truly appreciate you being here, and I hope you enjoyed this special Storytime episode as much as I enjoyed sharing it with you. Next episode, we'll be back with another inspiring guest interview here on Life Unscripted Podcast, continuing the conversations that remind us every profession has a purpose and every journey has a story. Until next time, be kind, stay curious, and remember, every workplace has stories. Some are written in policies, the unforgettable ones are written in people. Life is never scripted. I'm Aurelia, and I'll see you in the next conversation.